Hello and welcome to King POSH's Garage. Today we are looking at strange tunes I have. Like this 2016 Nissan Titan Warrior concept. Yes, it is drift tuned. It is an A800 class also. You could use this in an online drift adventure. Absolutely. So yeah, let's get right into what I've done to this thing. It is crazy. If you want the share code right away, let me just pull that up for you right here. Okay. So it's called KP All Drive Drift. As you can tell, it has 1,270 horsepower. All right, and it gets 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. That's pretty quick. As you can also tell, it's got rally suspension. Tire compound is stock. It's all-wheel drive. There's the share code. Now let's get into the build, show you guys the tune, and take it outside. So what did I do to get this thing to drift? Well, I went with the Racing 3.0 inline 6. The reason why I went with this engine and have the 1270 versus the a 7.4, as you can tell, look at that weight difference, 5,000 pounds, and then you're adding on to it. And I'm under 5,000 pounds. I wanted to try to keep this as light as possible so it would be able to go sideways. It's got the stock drivetrain. And there's nothing I put on here, because everything here is supposed to be for, off-road racing, and we're not off-road racing this thing today. We are drifting it. That's right. And I went with a stock tire compound because everything else here was adding grip. See, it's all plus. So even the snow tires that I like to run were a plus. So I didn't want any of them. I wanted to have as much tire spin as possible. And to do that, I also have the thinnest tires in the front and the thinnest tires in the rear. Of course, I got my favorite rims, my TC105Ns. They're right at the bottom. They're pretty easy to find. And I didn't want to add weight, so I just left the stock rims on both the front and the rear. And here we got the race clutch, like I'm saying, save weight. It's got a race transmission. I didn't need any 7-speed or anything like that. That all adds weight. You put a 10-speed in there, you're almost 5,000 pounds right there. So keeping it as light as possible. And it's got the race driveline in there. And of course, it's a drift car, right? Drift vehicle, drift truck, whatever. We put the drift differential in there. Alright, we got brakes in this. We have race brakes for you guys. And we got rally springs and dampers, because if you have the stock, you can't really tune anything. So I have the rally springs in there. I love how it says I've been disconnected. Haven't I just been moving everything around, showing you guys everything? Game's so broken. Either way, you got the race anti-roll bars. These are all just to save weight onto the vehicle. All right, and then we have a stock chassis. We didn't want to add anything, and as you can tell, it's bringing down my number. Of course, it was putting on weight, and as you can tell, I have a race weight reduction. So we're saving almost 2,000 pounds on this truck alone. So that's impressive. And then everything here is race, and it's surprising I was able to keep it an A800. I'm amazed it didn't go up to anything higher. So everything race in the engine. Now let me show you guys the tune, show you guys what I threw onto this thing. You can tell it got a 0 to 60 in 3.8, 0 to 100 and 7.1. It's only got a top speed of 155 because that's all I thought it needed. All right. There is room. You could make this vehicle faster, but it's geared to drift. I can tell if you've watched my past videos, I put this tune on regular small cars, and it works on trucks too. All right, this tune is immaculate. That you can, it's a universal tune. I haven't found a vehicle that hasn't worked on, and I'm throwing it on trucks now. Mind blowing. Okay, it's a This is the same tune you would find on my Nissan 350Z that a lot of you guys love. It's the same tune, and it works on trucks too. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting a vehicle that you could just throw the same tune on. All you have to do is really mess with the gearing alone. And this tune seems to be working perfectly. And I just love it. It is a lot of fun. As you can tell, it just wants to go sideways right off the bat. And it really is. You have to just keep on trucking. Haha, I made a joke. Keep this thing going. It is, not meant to be a drift tuned. It's a truck. If it was meant to be drift tuned, they would give me drift springs. Now, at least they gave me a drift differential. And yeah, it's very soft, and it just slides over any terrain you need it for. And that engine was also, that 1270, I've had issues with it before, and the only way I can really keep it going is just to keep those revs up there. But yes, you could technically use this in a online drift lobby right now, as is. It is absolutely a blast, and as you can tell, I'm off the throttle, and it just keeps sliding, and you just, I love it. I love this car. Truck. I love this truck. I keep saying car because I've been tuning cars all day. But yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. I really recommend you guys checking out this drift truck that I made. And yeah, I think you guys are going to get a kick out of it. I think you're going to like it. Yeah, so, alright, enough of that. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the track. Stay sideways, my friends.